Okay, this honestly looks really cool. It looks like Demonheim got an update with today's update, or graphical update. Basically, what they did is they added this new kind of archaeological dig site here. Is it over here? Yeah, I think it's over here. I have no idea how to get down. I mean, it's a free-to-play world, but let's see what I want to do. So, yeah, oh, yeah, I wanted to explore this place. So, again, you can see the Demonheim entrance. We'll just walk over there. And it looks like we got some people just randomly playing here. Oh, there's them. And it looks like the layout hasn't actually changed that all, or at all, or really that much. I mean, it's basically just been recolored or retouched. Yeah, the map is basically the same. I really love how they added weather effects to this area. I mean, look, you can just see the snow, and I think it makes sense because Demonheim was sort of like supposed to be a fortress in the lore. And, well, I'm not going to dig into it. I don't want to spoil anything for it. And besides, I don't even know that much anyway, but yeah, it was a fort. I was on a mountain before, but the mountain was just sort of like White Wolf, not White Wolf, but Ice Mountain before it got updated. So, yeah, it looks a lot more foreboding, and what's the other one? Foreboding and menacing almost. Okay, this is definitely interesting. They updated the entrance to the woodcutting island from Demonheim. Let's see if the actual island has changed at all. So we're gonna go through here. Yeah, the trees are the same. The rockiness is definitely a bit different though, so that's cool. It does seem the map of the area itself hasn't been altered significantly. It looks like they just reskinned basically the whole thing, like not like they did with Catherby, but more like what they did with Kandarin. Catherby was a long time ago. Kandarin it's more like a couple months ago. I honestly can't tell if they updated this area, but I think they probably did, though. I remember it was just sort of like two guards just uh, guarding the entrance with like crossed halberds or something, but no, I mean, I guess, well, if they get updated, it definitely matches the theme. And we've got another one in the free, that's pretty good. Actually, I remember there's some sort of achievement where you gotta find all these ghosts running around that takes you back behind Demonheim. But yeah, overall, this looks really good, actually, to be honest. So I'm going to change over my challenge skills. They were originally from, I guess, farming when I was back in pay to play recently. So we're just going to switch this over to prayer. And because we have 99 in prayer, or well, 99 in pretty much every other skill, you can basically have this ability to just block off receiving tasks. So when I click this, whoops, when I confirm, tomorrow it's going to send me I believe three tasks. They're all related to prayer, so that's cool. So one of my main goals for 110 all skills is going to be smithing because I believe Jagex announced back a couple week or two ago that basically they would start with mining and smithing going to 121st, but I already have 111 mining and just have 104 smithing. In the past, I was doing some burial armor to get respect, but it looks like the burial armor is probably the best result here. Well, yeah, I'm going to check out how much XP per hour for not fetching, but smithing the rune arrowheads really is. Okay, yeah, so it's only about 14.5k, 14.5k experience per hour, so it's pretty bad, but I don't know, you do make some money from it. Something like, I forgot, it's 1 per minute, so 16 times 600, it's about 760. So about 700 to 750k an hour. That's including the price of rune bars. Okay, so it seems like unless you're doing, what was it, burial armor, you're only going to get about 8 or 9 XP per strike when you're smithing something like, for example, rune arrowheads or even rune plate body, which is basically just more AFK time. It's not really faster XP. And I tried smelting rune bars earlier, so let's see. We'll go for one. Takes about a second or two and you only get 10 XP, so that's really bad. So apparently I tried teleporting to Varrock and running to the Grand Exchange versus using the Skull Scepter and teleporting to Barbarian Village and running from there to the Grand Exchange. Unsurprisingly, the Varrock teleport came a lot faster. It was about 25 seconds. Well, actually, it was a bit less because I accidentally clicked the exchange with the clerk, and so that added on a couple seconds. And the second time I got I think running from the Barbarian Village was 35 seconds, so sort of a big difference. I mean, percentage-wise, it's a big difference, but I don't know, if you don't want to have to bank all the time and carry your teleport runes, then if you have the Skull Scepter, then it can be a pretty good teleport. So it looks like my main two problem skills, well, not exactly problem skills, but the main two skills that I'm going to need money for are both prayer and smithing. I just showed in the last clip, or one of the last clips, that smithing is just really slow unless you're making burial armor, which I did quite a while back when I was still free to play. I unlocked some rewards with members with that, but otherwise it's actually quite nice. Yeah, smithing. Let's see. You have wood cutting. Wood cutting maples is a good idea, as well as wood cutting yews. I find maples are a good balance between XP and AFK ability. Now, it's helping my AFK ability because I'm also burning the logs as I cut them, or after I cut them. And then we also have fishing, which is at 107. It should be 110 quite soon, or relatively soon. There's a fire spirit. But yeah, the good news is that the plain fishing urns do work with swordfish, so that's basically a relief. Then we have our combat skills. Again, most of them are not yet at 110. We have crafting 106, and crafting at 104, and cooking at 104. So, besides combat, that's it. Oh, fletching is also at 101. So, again, we'll probably get 110 fletching. I'm sorry, 110 fire making first, then we'll probably fletch the rest from maples, or well, actually maybe not maples. I think yews would actually make more sense to fletch. I think it's really cool. You can see the castle of Frankenstein all the way out in the distance. Actually, no, it's not the Slayer Tower. Slayer Tower is somewhere else, but yeah, I can see Frankenstein's castle from here. It doesn't look that far away. Maybe they should have kind of added some fog, but I don't know. Maybe that's just how the games work. The game works, rather. Okay, so unfortunately they didn't update the interior of Demonheim, but honestly, I mean, it's not really surprising. I mean, they didn't really mention this in the behind the scenes, basically. And yeah, it's a little bit outdated, but I think that they'll prioritize other things. Okay, so they changed the way you jump down to the bottom floor. There used to be a little ledge over to the left, but it looks like it's here, so just climb down through. And we're on this first floor. Well, first American floor, ground floor for everybody else. Okay, so I took a break from woodcutting for a little while. I just wanted to start fishing, and it looks like you do actually fill your fishing urns, your plain fishing urns, with swordfish and tuna at Moose Point. Moose Point isn't actually that much less XP per hour than fishing for salmon and trout, fly fishing. And basically, I did a video a long time ago where I showed that if you had swordfish gloves, it's actually it's actually the best fishing XP in the game. But yeah, so let's see, I'm already about just over 200k XP away, so in a couple hours I'll definitely get 108 fishing. I can't remember if it's the first time I've shown footage of me mining a crash star on Runescape, but yeah, it's really not just for my experience, or any experience gains rather. I mean, I already have 111 mining. It's mostly just for, I guess, improving the amount of money you can make through mining. For example, I have my ore box here with me. Once I get done mining the star, I'm going to take it with me over to the mining guild and mine in the not hidden resource dungeon, but the dungeon beneath the mining guild where there's a bunch of rune rocks. And yeah, that's usually probably the best place I would say to go using the boost from the shooting star. And sadly the star despawned. I didn't even know it could do that. Okay, so it looks like fly fishing is definitely a lot faster than, whoops. It's definitely a lot faster than harpoon fishing, but is it AFK? I think more or less, yeah. Basically, I found it was less AFK for me personally because I was just making the fish, but again, they're worth something. Let's see how much they're worth. Almost 500 GP. Now, I remember in the past, not too distant past, I actually was selling them for about 1 GP each. They weren't even selling for 1 GP, so I bought them at 1 GP and I sold them for like 25. I made a fair bit of money from that, but yeah, so I'm probably not going to go back to harpoon fishing for a while, so I'll just stick here. Okay, so I just realized I did some math actually, and it turns out that smithing is actually going to be costing me a lot more XP per GP per hour. Basically, I think if you're burning dragon bones, that's about 11 or 12 GP per XP, and we only have 15.5 mil, which is roughly the same as our XP in smithing left. But in smithing, you get 4,800 XP per burial plate body, but about 200k per each of them. So smithing is definitely going to be a lot more expensive compared to dragon bones. So after I finish this task or these challenges, I'm definitely going to be switching them over to smithing. And this wraps up this video. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed, and I'll definitely see you in the next one. Take care.